What if I told you that a single, seemingly harmless habit is silently draining your energy, killing your confidence, and keeping you stuck where you are in life? You feel tired, unmotivated, and trapped in a cycle that feels impossible to escape. But what if the key to unshakable self-control and real masculinity has been hiding in plain sight this whole time? Stick around, because once you hear this, you'll never see this habit the same way again. We're about to dive into a topic most people avoid, but everyone struggles with. Some claim it's normal, harmless, even healthy. But have you ever actually stopped to question that? What if I told you that this so-called innocent habit is causing more harm than you think? The ancient Stoics, some of the greatest minds in history, understood something our modern world chooses to overlook. They knew the power of self-discipline, the danger of seeking constant pleasure, and the path to genuine self-mastery. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what they knew, so you can break free, reclaim your strength, and completely transform your life. The problem. Why this habit is destroying you, let's be honest. You've felt it, that guilt, that dip in motivation after giving in, that feeling of emptiness, like something inside you is slipping away. But why? Science explains that every time you engage in this habit, your brain gets flooded with dopamine, the chemical of pleasure. Sounds great, right? Wrong. The more you indulge, the more your brain craves that quick, effortless hit of pleasure. Just like any addiction, the consequences soon catch up. You start feeling drained, unmotivated, even weak. Your drive to chase meaningful goals fades because your brain has already received a reward without you doing anything to earn it. Long before neuroscience, the Stoics understood this. They warned about the dangers of overindulgence and living at the mercy of base desires. But what exactly did they teach, and how can you use their wisdom to take back control? The Stoic wisdom, the pleasure trap. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic minds, once wrote, "No man is free who is a slave to his body," and that's precisely what happens when pleasure runs your life. Each time you give in, you reinforce weakness. You're telling yourself, "I need this," when really, it's the habit that's got control over you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, believed in mastering desire, not being mastered by it. He understood that a man who can't control his impulses will never taste real freedom. The more you chase easy gratification, the deeper you fall into captivity. But here's the truth. Every great man in history, whether a warrior, an emperor, or a visionary, had one key trait in common. They ruled their desires. They didn't act on every urge. And because of that, they rose above the rest and created legacies, while others stayed slaves to their impulses. The solution. How to reclaim your power. So how do you break this cycle? How do you regain control from a habit that's been silently holding you back? It comes down to 3 timeless Stoic principles: self-discipline, purpose, and transmutation. Self-discipline, the foundation of freedom. Epictetus once said, "No man is truly free who is not master of himself," and that's where change begins. The moment you decide you're done being a slave to your cravings is the moment you start stepping into your real power. But discipline isn't about restriction. It's about choosing what's meaningful over what's easy. Each time you resist the urge, you strengthen your mind. You build resilience. And slowly, that habit loses its grip. Purpose. Replace the habit with something greater. The Stoics believed that a life without purpose is a wasted one, and that's why so many men fall into this trap. They've got nothing bigger to live for. Think about it. If your mind is consumed with building a business, mastering a craft, or chasing greatness, do you really have the time or energy for empty indulgence? Fulfillment doesn't come from avoidance. It comes from replacing the habit with something that actually fuels you. Transmutation. Redirect your energy. Ancient warriors, artists, and philosophers knew a secret that most modern men ignore. Sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces a man possesses. When it's wasted, so is his potential. But when that energy is focused, when it's redirected, it becomes a source of limitless drive. Nikola Tesla, one of history's greatest inventors, remained celibate his entire life. Why? Because he understood this principle. He knew that by channeling his energy into his work, he could achieve what others couldn't. This is what the Stoics taught. Don't waste your power. Use it. Fuel your ambition, creativity, and purpose with the very energy you're giving away. The climax. What happens when you quit? Now imagine this. You wake up every morning with bulletproof confidence. No more guilt, no more weakness, just raw, unstoppable energy. You feel more motivated, more clear-headed, more in control of your path than ever before. That's what happens when you finally break free. Your testosterone rises, your focus sharpens, your drive intensifies. But most importantly, you take back the reins of your own mind. This is what the Stoics meant by true freedom. It's not just about quitting a habit. It's about becoming the man you were always meant to be. Conclusion. The final challenge. So here's the question. Will you keep living in the cycle, or will you take control? Will you let a mindless habit rob you of your potential, or will you rise above it? The decision is yours. But never forget, no great man in history was ruled by his urges. The men who changed the world, they mastered themselves first. If you're ready to break free, take back your power, and live like a true Stoic. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Your path to self-mastery starts right now.